What's up, Dragon Brood? It's that time again. Mono red time. Yes, and I know some of you are going to be like, I hate mono red. There's going to be some of you that, I've been waiting for this video. So, whatever. But the main reason is we get to play Chandra Dressed to Kill. Like, this card is really good. It doesn't really have a home anywhere else except for in mono red, though. I'm working on that. I'm trying to find some other homes for Chandra. But today, I think Chandra is going to lead us to several wins, and I think y'all are going to appreciate it. And yes, mono red is still viable on the Mythic standard ladder. All right, y'all know what's up. Check out shop.ultrapro.com. However, now you can go to shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. So that should be active soon. And at the very least, if you're doing any shopping there, if you use promo code PowrDragn, you will now save 5% shopping at Ultra Pro. And on top of that, I'll get a small kickback now. So they're giving y'all a discount and helping me out. So it's a three-way win, however you want to interpret that. But anyway, let's talk about mono red today. So we're starting out with 2 Falconwrath Pit Fighters. Possibly could play more, and we can talk about that here in a second. Kamano faces Kakazan, really good, mostly because of the +1/+1 counter on that second chapter, but getting a 2/2 haste creature is nothing to turn your nose up at. Also, if you time it right, you can force your opponent to play a sweeper first, and then maybe even have one of your equipment creatures that you can play on this right after it flips. Play with fire, no surprise, card's good, deals damage, cheap, we're playing it. Rabid Battery. I think any Aggro red deck you see right now is going to be playing Rabid Battery on some level. This card is really, really good. If you don't have other things with haste, this gives things haste. It gives you extra damage. It lets you have a creature after a sweeper. It just does a lot of work. Now, this is kind of the next questionable card here, Voldaren Epicure. Now, what we like about this is it is a guaranteed 1 point of damage, so you don't want to turn your nose up at that. It does also give you a blood token, which effectively lets you cycle a card from your hand. We also really like that. But could this be turned into a Falconwrath Pit Fighter? Quite possibly. And I don't know if I would argue that too much. However, I do like the guaranteed point. There's a lot of times we get the opponent very low, or getting them low can force some tough situations for them. And even that cycling ability from the blood token really does matter. So it's kind of up in the air. But go with what suits you if you already have the cards or don't have the cards. I would even say, realistically, if you don't have Pit Fighters, Voldaren Epicure could be a reasonable replacement. Not perfect, but reasonable. We're trying out 2 Gorogoro Disciple of Ryusei, and this is mostly because of the ability to make a dragon. Because sometimes late game, we just don't have much to do with our mana. Even if you have to kamikaze this in there, go ahead and play a 5/5. It's probably going to do you better than just having a 2/2 or possibly even a 3/3 just sitting there. But it's not the worst thing. You get some other cards with that extra mana. Maybe you have something that didn't have double or haste that you're able to give haste to. It has some versatility in here. And if you get to play it on turn 2 after a Kamano faces Kakazan, you get to make a 3/3. So, card's not bad. Lizard Blades. It gives everything double strike. This card's going to be pretty legit in here. No doubt you're going to win a lot of games because of it. Ogrehead Helm. This is another way to draw cards in the deck, because we want to have a few, but this does give another creature +2/+2, and that can't be understated. However, it does cost 3 to reconfigure, and that is a little bit of a downside, because we're skimping on land just a little bit, so sometimes you're not going to love it, but man, if you get those 3 cards when your opponent's low on life, it's going to be very good for you. 3 Royal Eruptions. I would argue this could potentially be 4, but right now we're trying it out with 3, because I'm greedy and I want to play some of these other cool creatures. 2 Reckoner Bankbuster. Now, I know some people are saying, why Bankbuster? Right? Because we don't have that many things that have 3 power. However, we do have some things we're going to talk about here in the list that could crew this. We also do have equipment creatures that can make things big enough, so that's a thing. But, again, when we're talking about things like Ogrehead Helm, Royal Eruption, very possible that you could play these in those slots. So if you already own Ogrehead Helms or you already own Royal Eruptions and you don't want to spend the cards on Reckoner Bankbuster, I think you are totally justified in doing that, and those are not bad choices. I would not be surprised if there's multiple versions of this deck out there where that's the case, where you're seeing 3 and 4 on each of those cards. So while I enjoyed the Bankbuster in this list, and you'll probably see some games where the Bankbuster does very well, not saying I'm tied to it, feel free to replace it with these other cards. Now we're playing 3 Chandra, Dressed to Kill, and I think this is one of those non-negotiable cards. If you're going to play mono red and you're going to spend on a Mythic, this has got to be the one. Like, it's extra damage, it's extra cards, it has a nice ultimate that you actually might get to use every once in a while. Hard to turn your nose up at the Chandra in this list. It is very, very, very good. It's one of the main reasons we want to play this deck right now, especially with people playing all these sweepers and, you know, the what's it called? The Farewell, you know, because Farewell gets of everything but Planeswalkers, right? So that's a big thing. And if your opponent sweeps the board and you're like, okay, well, I at least get to start looking at extra cards or doing extra damage. Really, really big deal on the Chandra. Reckless Stormseeker. This is a way to crew the Bankbuster, potentially, if you want to do that. If you are playing against more of those control decks, this flips to the backside. You now have a big 5 damage attacker. This works great with Lizard Blades, because then you get double strike with Trample, so it's like build your own Embercleave, DIY, you know, so that's actually pretty cool. So lots of things you could do with this in this list. So yeah, this card definitely making the cut. And then we're playing 2 Thundering Raiju. Again, if you want to play an extra one of these and you want to cut a Bankbuster, I wouldn't argue with you if you wanted to do it. This is really good, pumps your team. Occasionally he's going to get to do an extra 3-4 damage, possibly. So I like a lot of things it does in here. However, at 4, we don't necessarily want a lot of them, right? We're doing a lot at 1, 2, and 3 mana, and that's letting us shave our mana just a little bit. But I do like it as a late game pickup or post sweeper to be able to attack with a 4-4. Lands, nice and simple. Playing Den of the Bugbear for 4, 16 mountains, 2 Sokinzen. However, on the final list, you will see 16 regular mountains. These were snow-covered mountains because I was sampling the idea of playing Frostbites, but then we just changed our mind and I decided I didn't want Frostbites at all on the list. So this is where we're at. These will be regular mountains because you don't want to get caught by Redain. Otherwise, it'd just be stupid. No need to play snow-covered mountains if you don't have something to take advantage of them. As always, y'all know the thing, please watch the games, get to the end of the video, because the longer you watch, the watch time really helps me. And the watch time has gone up on the last couple of videos, so I want to say thank you. That has actually helped a lot. So please keep that up. And then we get to the other side, we'll talk about what we would change, what we like, what we didn't like. And then we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. See you on the other side. Alright, we're keeping. Let's see what we can turn this into. I think this is turn 1 Kamano, turn 2 Goro Goro, and then we hope for the best from there. I think that's what we're doing. And if that didn't get there, it didn't get there. It's kind of what our hopes and dreams are based on. Though this is actually kind of an okay hand, though, because if we do draw mana, we at least have things to do with it every turn. So I like that. It's a type of hand that can punish the opponent if they get a slow draw. And if they get a very fast one, well, there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, this is not the deck we want to see. The only good news is if this is the enchantment-based deck, there's a chance we get to at least kill the first thing they play. Then we got to figure things out after that. We actually kind of want to draw a land here. So we can get the Ogre Helm down, give it haste, and still kill the Naturalist. That's what we want. All right, that'll help a lot, actually. So we get to kill the Naturalist, because that's going to be one of our biggest problems. We'll go ahead and play Ogre Helm now. It won't have haste, and we are giving up a point of damage or so, because we could actually do this and haste and get 2 more in. But my thought is, having this down already means that we can turn something into a 4-4 or 5-5 and continue attacking as necessary. Or not have to do any of those things right now. And we'll play this. Spreading the love over to here. And attacking. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a big hit. Let's see what they give their Catilda here. We will... Get to draw 3 cards. Opponent's at 4. I'll take that action. There we go. I was going to say, because if we find a burn spell, we like that a lot. So let's put the opponent down to 3. Seems good. That's about as good as we could hope for here. Spirited Companion turns Catilda into a 2/2. Play another enchantment, turns Catilda into a 3/3. If the opponent does not attack, which they possibly won't. Nope, they did. They go to 8. Do we still have enough here? Opponent blocks the biggest thing and then takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, looks good. Let's go with that. I guess we could have made a dragon, or there's other options. Though Catilda would have ended up doing way more damage again next turn. Yep. Actually, there was another way we could have done that too. We could have actually, because this would have only costed 3 to do what we wanted to do, we could have actually, if we thought there was a need, we could have saved the burn spell. Just because this is legendary, so we could have done the Sokinzin for 3. Would have got us 2 tokens. And then we take this off of here to attack separately. I guess that wouldn't change much though, would it? Because it would have been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll assume the 3 gets blocked. So it would have been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that still would have been lethal too. So yeah, I guess there was a couple of ways we could have went about it. All right, let's keep it. I mean, this isn't what I would call perfect, but it gives us at least enough mana to function. And, oh, it's a Bank Buster. I was thinking we might have been staring at something like a Thalia or something. Well, I guess all we can do is this, sadly. And pass? I mean, I don't know what else we do here. Yep, they're just drawing a card. Interesting. It's not what I expected. Alright, well, we will shoot the opponent. We're going to try to find some more damage ourselves. Lizard Blades is not bad. We'll take that. Alright. We're going to do this. It comes in with the counter. They both have haste, so it doesn't matter. Get in for 6. If something gets exiled here, we can actually kill the exile creature thing. Oh, well, that's a problem, isn't it? I guess we're going to set up for some double striking action. Yeah. We're going to put this on here. Okay, opponent's giving up. All right. You know what? We're going to keep this. I don't know how it's going to work out, but this seems reasonable. I mean, even if we end up on the defensive because they have turn 1 and 2 plays, we can kill their stuff before we start trying to set up. And if they don't, then no big deal. Now, this does become a little bit of a problem because we could want to play a 3/3 Ogre Helm, but we may not be able to depending on what they do. Ghoulish Procession. That is unfortunate. But if they have a way to kill a thing, they have a way to kill a thing. What are we going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. This is when one or more non-token creatures die. So they obviously are playing a bunch of removal spells, I'm betting. And it's with Decayed, right? Yeah, so they don't even get, like, real zombies. They can't block anything, so whatever. Whatever's whatever. Man, Decayed was so bad, wasn't it? I truly dislike all the cards that make Decayed zombie. Not all. The Tainted Zombie or whatever is actually pretty legit. Alright. But this is kind of great for the mono red deck. Like, you have a bunch of dudes that can't block. Like, great. We just get to keep coming with no problems. Now, that being said, I'm probably going to waste burn spells on something I shouldn't be wasting it on, but is what it is. I mean, and they're taking 2 to kill our things. Even better. We like that. We will not complain about such things. Yep. Yep. Shoot the opponent. Ooh, Ogre Helm. Yeah, okay, sure. Like, not the card I was particularly looking for, but it'll do. Counter on probably this, because I assume they're going to try to come after our creature, our Raiju, this turn. Alright, you got 4 mana, you got a creature that can't block. You're at 4 life. What are you doing? Apparently nothing is the answer, and we like that answer. We go first. Let's, we drew a Chandra this time, so that's kind of cool. I think we go Commando, try to get a 3/2 Falcon Wrath, possibly shoot something. And then turn 3, if we get nothing else, we've got a Chandra. It's not a bad start. Oh, Live Twitch. How we hate thee. You know, I'm not even sure I want to use that, so let's just pass. Because we're going to have 2/2s anyway, or 2 toughness things, so we kind of don't care that there's an Eye Twitch. The only thing that would have been beneficial is we could kill it so they can't, like, Deadly Dispute, but now they can't Deadly Dispute with that, so whatever. Oh, here comes a Blood Chief's Thirst. Yep, looks to be about right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and kill this. Mostly to clear the way so we can start getting damage. And we're going to have Chandra coming up, so... Oh, that's good too, though. That's real good. Ah, you know what? I don't think we can help ourselves. Let's do it. I mean, this is just more damage faster. And if they're going to play this to go hunt for lands, fine. If they take the turn off to kill a creature, we're okay with that too. And if they have a Vanishing Verse, we'd rather it hit one of these than our Chandra. Real talk. Yep, they do get to destroy that, which is annoying. That card's actually pretty good against a lot of things right now. It's a cleric that I generally don't like, but it's actually really good right now. So, can't insult it too much. Alright, let's +1.
Yep, I'm basically a professional at saving in a stride by now.
Then we're going to play
You're
this.
looking a little singed.
Give this haste, and we'll get in there. Doing what we can. Oh, opponent did not block, actually. We're going to decline. I probably should take the cards, because if they have some way to sweep creatures or whatever here, it's going to suck. But we could also plus Chandra and then attack with our Den of the Bugbear, so there's that. So I'm willing to take our chances. Opponent's basically at 10 life here, though, because they have two life in their hand whenever they're ready. They could also have some amount of removal cards, so we don't necessarily want to go all in on too much mana dedicated anywhere. Like, if we go try to equip the Ogre Helm or try to activate Den of the Bugbear, we could still end up poorly. Alright, that's actually kind of annoying, believe it or not. That's actually a bit of an issue. So, because now, if we do everything, they get to replay this and equip it, right? And the trade-off is that they'll get to kill our Ogre Helm when it comes back into play. So now I have to figure out what is the best scenario to get us the most damage here. I feel like the answer is try to find a burn spell off the top. And if we fail, we fail. Oh, we failed miserably.
Fun idea.
So that didn't help us. So then the other play would have been to activate this attack. They would have blocked something. What do we even do here? Like, is the play just equip? Oh, this configures for 3. Ooh, that's gross. I mean, I guess it's what we do. I don't really like it, but seems fine. I mean, if we do this, if we attack, opponents probably... I mean, they could block Rabid Battery. They take 5, go to 3. They get to kill Chandra next turn, and then get to block this the following turn, unless we find a burn spell. Alright, we're just going to attack with this. Probably should have put it on the Rabid Battery, attack for 3 and trade or something, but... I'm kind of putting the opponent in a position that they're just going to use their whole turn. However, they do get to get 3 life back and then do this whole song and dance. So, I mean, what do? We're kind of just tying up their mana every turn, but they get to gain 3 while blocking 5. So, until we reach a turn where we can actually kill it first and then get in for more, we're probably just in bad shape here. I mean, we did protect Chandra, so we get an opportunity at another card. That could help. Drawing something like Raiju would be good here. I wouldn't hate that. But yeah, if I were the opponent, I'd just replay that, gain 3, because that's what it does. Or it's or kill something, right? Gain 2 or kill something. All right. Oh, it destroys an enchantment, not an enchantment or artifact. Oh, my bad. I thought it was just a disenchant. Okay. Well, that's actually not nearly as bad then. I mean, them gaining life is still going to get old, but that's the least of our problems. I actually played that incorrectly because I was playing it with the assumption that they were going to be able to destroy something, and they're not. So that really does make a difference. Okay, so now we just need to get rid of the Adventurer. Ah, the opponent had a Blood Chief Thirst. Gosh dang it. Okay, we're going to go search for a card. I feel like that's the right thing to do. Girl. All right. You aren't awful. Okay, so what's the trade-off now? We just sit back, do nothing? I mean, I guess so. That's weird. It feels ugly, but I think that's correct. And we just give up Chandra, I guess. I mean, we could give up Girl here. I mean, if they choose to block with their Adventurer, then I guess it's all cool. Because if they load up an attack with their Dawnbringer Cleric and we block with Stormseeker, we don't really care. So yeah, that's fine. The only difference there would have been that we could have produced a dragon had we waited. So that's probably a thing, but we weren't going to get to keep Chandra either way. Because then they just put the sword on the thing and we're not blocking. Unless we were going to block with the Stormseeker, but I don't think that's our best play here. Alright, so they're equipping, and then I guess they're going to go search for a land, play a land. I mean, if they attack, we block. That's, I mean, and if you just have it, you have it. I'm willing to accept that. All right. I mean, if they just want to gain the 2 life, and that's good enough for them, that's fine too. I mean, you know, they get to destroy the Kakazan here, actually. That sort of makes sense. But we still needed to hold on to Chandra either way, so we didn't have much choice. I think it was still the correct situation. And I assume they're going to go ahead and just kill that, because that's what I would do. Yep. All right, now let's find a relevant creature here. Oh, deck, come on now. We're trying. We're trying so hard. We're looking at extra cards. There you
This
go.
is a fun idea.
I knew you had it in you. All right. All right. Now we can start making headway. And now we have mana for Den of the Bugbear. Okay. Opponent goes to 7. They can sweep the board here. We end up with Ogre Helm. We have Chandra plus Din. This starts to feel a little bit better. We're not out of the woods yet. We're getting closer. All right. Reasonable. Raiju. Fantastic. Unfortunately, I need 3 mana plus Raiju to do a thing. I don't think we're going to find anything, so I'm going to take a point of damage, or deal the point of damage here. I think that's... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... Ah, it's only... Oh, wait. Will that be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I guess either way, because this is 3, 4, 5, plus 1 is 6. So, yeah. Same thing. Actually, it's an extra point. Yeah. Cool. Got there. Definitely keeping this. All right. Let's go with this. I think I always have trouble deciding on if it's worth it to play Goro Goro on 2 or not. I feel like it's always a little bit greedy to want to. But part of me also feels like it's correct. But I feel like if we do this, we kind of like encourage the opponent to do some other things. And then if we get a land, we can also like Goro Goro, Rabbit Battery, do some of those shenanigans. Come on, land. That is not a land. That does not help our cause. That is very disappointing. However, we can do something like this and attack. All right, opponent goes down to 11. Are we drawing with Bankbuster, or we can try to kill some creatures? Or do both? Because Blood Chief's Thirst is a real Magic card still. Celestis. We don't mind seeing that. We don't like seeing that. All right, let's say the opponent blocks 4, takes 3, goes to 8. We can make it 7. We can make it 6, 5, 4. We can't quite get there. All right, so we're going to do this. Protect the creature. Go ahead and attack. They might get the treasure here. Oh, actually, what? Really? All right. I'm game. I mean, I guess Meat Hook here does bail them out because they'll get 3 life. Yep. Meat Hook gets them 3. So they go to 6. Oh boy, we didn't quite get there. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do 6 to the opponent. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What do we do? I mean, I guess this is what we do. In the turn? I mean, exactly. I wasn't like... I mean, I guess I should have played something there so they don't get at least shoot them, because I'm probably going to do that anyway. Yeah, so that was a mistake, because they'd be at 3 less life, because they'd be at 6 minus 2 instead of 6 plus 1. And that might cost me here, believe it or not.
I will show you what
Yeah, we're going to mostly just ignore that.
do what I demand.
Not much we can do otherwise. I mean, if they draw a card, then whatever, they draw a card. Lizard Blades, you aren't good enough here. I mean, you're not awful. I just don't have mana for you. We're going to go ahead and crack this. Think I'm just going to get rid of Goro Goro. I don't think he's part of the plans here. And we're really just looking for burn spells at this point. Ugh. Ugh. All right, we're going to put the opponent to 2. No idea how the hell we're going to get out of this. Because they can go to 3 at a minimum, so we need to find at least... Well, any other burn spell we have is good, right? Any other shock or whatever. Actually, a 1-mana burn spell is preferred. A shock, a play with fire, something like that is what we're looking for right now.
Is for annihilation.
And they could kill our Rabid Battery to gain 1 more life, actually. So if they have any type of instant speed removal, that's a problem too. So we're not in a great spot here with just 2 lands this whole time. Bankbuster's hunting. We need them to tap just a little more mana so we feel a little bit safer. Because right now I do not feel safe at all. Good news is they cast a spell, so they're not getting the freebie. All right, so they're going to go to 3. All right, here it is, deck. Please provide. This is our chance. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I shouldn't believe in you.
So you wish to be
Okay. No attacks. Opponent's at 2. Opponent can go to 3. If we get a land now, we can at least Chandra to put them back to 2. But at this point, they have to have a counter. Like, we just got stuck on lands and can't do anything here. Too many opportunities. Just didn't come through here. Yeah, because I'm trying to think, like, what other plays would matter here. But I can't imagine you don't have, like, some removal. Yeah, we're just going to discard those 2, right? I mean, at the very least, I'm just using Chandra to offset the life they're gaining. All right. I mean, can't do anything else here.
At least there is blood on your hands.
No attacks? Do we attack? I mean, then they go to 3. So, like, nah, it doesn't do us any good to attack here, actually. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I'm assuming... Okay, I was thinking, like, Doomscar... Or not Doomscar, but Blood on the Snow would have been coming here. Alright, now we got to draw a 3 damage burn spell, because I don't think we have any other real out. This is it. Do we find another Royal Eruption, or is the game just over? Oh my gosh, we didn't find anything this whole time. That is super sad. Yeah, we got nothing. That's ball game. Ugh, gross. I'm gonna hope this is good enough. I have no idea if it is, but we're gonna find out. You know what? I should have attacked with the Rabid Battery there. I got too hung up on the fact that I was gonna try to play with fire or something here. That was a very big mistake, because now I could have had Rabid Battery and old Goro Goro in play here. Now I'm gonna be behind on 2 points of damage I don't need to be behind on. Against a deck that obviously wants to gain a lot of life, so this is very bad for us. Does the opponent want to bounce a thing? That is the next question. Alright, let's play one of these. You're blue and green? No black mana? Alright. Turtle to return that. Alright, we're down with that. Let's attack. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to attach this to the other one. In case some weird thing happens. I don't know. They have white mana. You never know. Gaining a lot of life, though. And they get to put some extra cards in their hand if they want to play Teachings here. But that does open the door for us to land a Chandra, which we like.
Don't think a fancy
I'm going to go ahead and look to see if we can get a land. Oh, we can't play lands off it. Gosh dang it. It's only spells. That was stupid. I should have just taken the point. There was nothing else we could have done there of relevance. Complete ignorance, y'all. Complete ignorance. That's a for real do as I say, not as I do type situation. Let's play this. See if it gets countered. So I'm assuming this is where the counters start dropping. Shoot the opponent. Yeah, I already missed so many points of damage in this game. I've probably missed 5 damage or so already. I've just goofed this all to hell. The only redeeming factor is we're holding a bajillion points of damage in our hand currently. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, the opponent can sweep the board here, which is unfortunate, because we don't have anything to crew our Bankbuster with. Revitalize. They're gaining all the life here. Oh my goodness. This is like the anti-deck to what we want to play against. Jeez. Wow, do we want to get a card? I guess we just go for this. And then draw? Alright, there's a land. I was kind of hoping that would be the case. I think I am going to go ahead and equip one. And attack. Okay, I'm not really sure what they're doing. This is a weird deck. I mean, it's a lot of defense, bounce spells, gain life. I'm not really sure what's happening. Leer. Well, we definitely don't like that, do we? We may have to goad Leer into playing a Fading Hope to try to get our Bankbuster so we can kill Leer, I think is our plan here. Rabid Battery. Do we want this? I don't think we want Rabid Battery. I could be wrong, but I don't think we do. Now, Chandra's going to get to go ape here in a little bit. So I'm just trying to think what we can do with the mana. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to crew the Bankbuster, right? Because ultimately, we don't really care if this gets bounced. We're really just doing this so we can come after Leer. That's kind of the whole plan. But I have a feeling they're also going to try to protect Leer at all costs here. Alright, that's exactly what we were wanting to see. So, if they just have another, they have another here. And we're willing to accept that. I almost attacked with the Rabid Battery to see if they would block with Leer. But I didn't think that was going to be so much of the case. Alright, let's +1. We're going to go ahead and draw a card here.
Things up to a simmer.
Oof, oof. Alright. Let's let us look at the top 5. You can cast spells from among them this turn. You get an emblem whenever you cast a red spell. It deals that much damage. Alright. So I think we're just going to minus Chandra and go for it. Maybe not yet. Do you think we can get away with Chandra one more turn? I think we can. I'm going to be greedy. I don't know if this is the right time to be greedy. but we're going to be greedy. And we're going to attack. And I'm going to draw a card. Nah. Yeah, we are. We're going to draw a card. That's all we're going to do. We'll end the turn. Mostly because if we're going to try to minus Chandra, I'd rather have more things in hand. Because the opponent's only at 11, so they're going to have to deal with a lot of stuff here. You may have to defend against a Bankbuster, Stormseeker, a Chandra, if they don't have a way to bounce Chandra or whatever here. Alright, so I'm assuming they're looking for a Chandra answer. However, if they spend mana to deal with Chandra, well, we know we have at least 7 damage in hand currently. Or 7 in play. Actually, 8, because 4... No, just 7. Fateful Absence? Yeah, we're fine with that. Like, we knew that was a possibility, so that's okay.
Dark
Let's go ahead and draw a card with this. Ooh, nifty. So we got 3, 4. Actually, if we crew this, we have 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite what we're looking for, but damn close. Actually, we could get even more than that. So check this out. We can crew this with this. We can move the rabbit battery over, right? Attack for 6. Play this. Play a land for the turn. Move this back over so we can protect it. Play another Bankbuster. And end the turn. Alright, opponent goes to 8. I mean, we should have minus Chandra while we had the chance, but realistically, we only would have gotten... Well, we don't know what we would have drawn, actually. There could have been more there. Man, opponent's playing every Lifegain thing. This is wild. Alright, they're going to gain 2 more life. Yep. Alright, so we're basically going to put them back to where the turn started, unless they have another bounce spell here. Alright. Oh, man. All these lands, it's not what we wanted. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play this. We're going to crew a Bankbuster. We're going to crew a Bankbuster. Such ridiculousness. We're going to move this over. We're going to attack for 9. Or actually for 10, I guess. Alright, I don't know how we did this. Look at the opponent's yard. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then all they gain in the beginning. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 life, plus bouncing a bunch of stuff. And a Leer. Somehow. Wow. Wow. We're going to keep this. But man, I was just thinking that last game was pretty impressive when you consider the fact that I kind of goofed up that game early on and I missed out on at least probably 3 or 4 points early, and somehow we still did that. Like, I'm very happy with that outcome. Maybe even happier than I should be, honestly. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, Naturalists. This is going to be very, very difficult. We definitely don't like where things are headed here. Not a lot we can do about it, though. So we're going to double strike up. We're going to play another one of these. And we're going to hope things don't go too far south next turn. Please don't have a way to exile our dude. But of course they do. Yep, not great. All right, fair enough. That's actually not bad. Okay, that's bad. We need something other than land there. Kind of had all the land we needed so far. So that's not good. All right. All right, opponent's at 8. I don't know what we're hoping for here. No, that's not good. That is really bad. And a second naturalist? Ugh, gross. This was not what the doctor ordered. Okay, well, I guess we do this. We attack, put the counter here. I mean, this is the best I could come up with. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not great, but it's something. I mean, I don't even know if we could win at this point once they play that. Like, because they're going to gain at least 8 in this next exchange. More than that. Yeah, we're dead. I think the only chance we have is getting this on double strike, maybe? Yeah, I don't think we have an out here. Oh, drawing that, we definitely don't. That was bad. Yeah. And now it's going to be a 7 when they attack. I mean, we could maybe get lucky. Maybe get lucky. Got to put the counter on that, unfortunately. Yeah, it's the best we can hope for. All right, we're going to try to get tricky here. And we're going to try to put all our eggs in a basket, making 2 blockers for this naturalist. Oh, man. Oh, they didn't have another enchantment. If they did, we'd have been in a world of hurt here, actually. This is our only chance. We have to have this work, or we lose. All right, here's hoping. I mean, they give it a +1/+1, probably, right? Oh, they had a Tajiri shelter. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We got no outs. Yeah, GG's opponent. We're dead. Ah, dang it. All right, let's keep it. We're going to go with this. Since we don't have any other creatures in hand, we might as well get a 3/2 Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter. That usually seems to be the best play. All right, opponent doesn't have much here. Doesn't mean they don't have a burn spell of their own, though. So let's go ahead and play this. It appears they do have a burn spell. That's unfortunate. So let's just play this. And then we'll just let our pit fight. Oh, they didn't have it. I wonder what it paused for then. If you weren't going to kill our pit fighter, what was that all about? Saving it for this turn, maybe? Very intriguing. Try to equip. Try to attack. Really? What? What hand do you keep there with red-green and just don't do anything on the first 2 turns? Outland Liberator. Alright, that's reasonable. And get your pick of creatures to kill, that's for sure. I mean, we can force the issue right now, though. And yes, last turn I could have got in for more damage by attacking separately. I would have got 1 more point, but I was also just... I guess I should have done that first, but I wanted to also protect the Rabid Battery, which was on my brain. And turns out, I guess it works out, because I get to kill the Liberator this way. And then just force them to make a choice. Alright. Oh, that's nice, though. That's real nice. That's real nice. Alright. Get in there. We'll put a counter on this big boy. Alright. Woo! Woo! Ooh, this is not great for this deck. I'm gonna mulligan. I mean, we were going first. It wasn't terrible, but I like this where we have a few more plays available to us. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of that, sadly. I do like Thundering Raiju, but I would have felt a little bad if we didn't draw the 4th land. And we're already kind of dedicating to doing other shenanigans here early. And that's also not a bad play. What I think I would like to do, hopefully, is Chandra and kill something, and then maybe next turn if we draw a land. Oh, we don't even need to worry about that then. So what do we do now? We already have 4 mana. This would be 5. So if we Chandra this turn, then next turn we could Reckless Stormseeker plus Double Strike. But we could also just Reckless Stormseeker here, attack for 3, 4. Well, actually, we could give this a bonus, right? And do 4, 5, 6 here. All right, that seems reasonable. I don't hate that. Oh, actually, I wouldn't be able to attack with this, though. Yep, that was a little silly. Miscalculated my math. I mean, we still got in for a fair amount of damage. I'm not upset about it, but it's not what I was thinking about, unfortunately. Alright, so we get to Chandra. We can plus Chandra.
I'm basically a professional at saving in a stride by now.
Let's do that.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
And then do I want to shoot the opponent's creature here? I don't think so. I think we're just going to do this. Yeah, that's why I figured something like that might happen. Alright, we'll just end the turn. Alright, they gain a life. Binding, which is probably going to come after Chandra? No, after the blades. Okay. Guess it wouldn't have mattered if we would have equipped the blades anyway then. This is probably bad. Probably a little too aggressive. But you know what? Let's go digging. I will absolutely take that. That is fantastic. I don't hate it one bit. Let's go ahead and take a look up top just to be sure. Actually, let's look at a card.
So
That matters.
So what?
Okay, so we can go 2, 3. That's 6. I think it's worth it. Let's kill this. And if they have a sweeper, we're protecting a card as well. Alright. Okay, let's see what's up. We did what we could here. Ranger class makes a body, so they have 2 bodies now. Opponent goes to 8. Enlightenment. Alright. Well, this is a lot of sagas here. Alright, what are the odds we could find 2 removal cards here? Or a big hasty boy, or something. Oh, that's a bad start. That
Who needs a plan?
only kind of sort of helps. I guess we just pass. I mean, we could have effectively, I guess, made the opponent double block, but we're willing to gamble here, I guess. Looking for one of our big creatures, though. Another Stormseeker, or possibly something along the lines of a... looks like we're going to have to trade, unfortunately. It's a Garda Splendor. My goodness. Okay. Rabid Battery. Okay, well, let's see if we can find a creature off the top. That'd be nice. Nope.
We should all follow our
Man, we did not do well here, did we? Okay, so what's the play here? Opponent's at 9. Like, it's tack Chandra down. I mean, I guess we attack. Put the counter on Rabid Battery. But then they get to block here, they get to block here, and then we have nothing but just the lizard, scale, swords. Don't love that. Yeah. I probably should just be putting the Rabid Battery over, because I think this is only as a sorcery anyway. I probably should have just done that last turn, in all reality. So yeah, that's a complete mistake. I could have had both those creatures out of the way. I got too conservative on the previous attack step. I should have just got in there and let them chump block. Because now they'd only have one blocker, and now they're potentially going to have more because they can turn this into a thing, and it gets kind of ugly for us from here. I mean, we do lose Chandra. Well, not anymore. They tap their mana. I mean, they could send both at Chandra here, but that would be a suicide run. Yeah, that just keeps Chandra from hitting ultimate. So now we just want to find... not that. I was going to say a burn spell to get that out of the way. Alright, so if we give this haste, because the opponent didn't play anything, so now we get trample and double strike. So that's 4. Yeah, that'd be it. Well, yeah, this actually played perfectly. All the cards worked out the way we wanted to. However, like I said, I do still think there's reason to not play Bankbuster if you want to play the other cards. So the cool part about this list is it does have some flexibility based on what's in your collection, and I think the deck can still be very good. Or depending on your play style, right? How aggressive you want to be or not be, or if you're running into more control decks or whatever, at least has elements that can help you fight that, which is very nice, because it seems like sometimes when you play mono red, it doesn't necessarily have that flexibility, but right now in standard we really do, and that's actually pretty awesome. Would I change anything else? Not too much. I actually liked what we had. Like I said, maybe getting an extra Royal Eruption in there feels like it could be pretty good, because there was a couple of times where being able to remove like one more thing or having like 3 more damage would have been really nice. I also can consider playing some of the new damage spell that deals like 3 to a creature and possibly 2 to its controller or whatever, just because being instant speed could be very good. Now, you can't go with the opponent's dome, which is a big deal, but being able to kill another creature at instant speed is pretty fantastic. And we have a fair amount of artifacts, not a ton, but enough that it could matter. So consider that as well as an option. But otherwise, yeah, this actually works very well, and we beat a lot of decks at Mythic with mono red. A little bit surprising, but it worked. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Ash Zealot. Now I bring this up because we showed some footage of old tournaments I participated in over on one of our streams yesterday, but this card is actually really surprisingly good. It's a 2-mana 2/2 that has First Strike and Haste, and then just randomly, if your opponent plays something out of the graveyard, they take 3 damage. You know, Lear really hates a card like this, just saying. So like, this card's actually super good, but it doesn't have a home in most formats, unfortunately. It's whopping like 25 cents right now, so it's kind of the definition of a bulk rare, effectively. But the card had a little bit of a life in standard, but it's definitely one that's been forgotten over the years, unfortunately. But it's kind of a sweet card, though. Now, don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So come by, check any of those out, say hello, come be part of the streams. So much stuff to be interactive with my content, so check all that out. Also, don't forget, if you'd like to support the channel, you can hit the join button down below for as little as 99 cents. You can be part of the brood and get some bonuses. And if you don't want to do that, please remember, like this video, share it with somebody. Those two things do a whole lot. And if nothing else, if you've come this far, please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, hit the notification bell, and choose all notifications so you don't miss a single video we're putting out. And don't forget that you can now shop at Ultra Pro with promo code PowrDragn and save 5%. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.